Hi Amanda, I'm going to give you some feedback on your first draft of your guidelines. This looks really good so far. You've understood the format and the style really well. Top 5 things. Normally when it's a title we try to make it as short as possible, so I think just a number will be fine. Top 5 things that you need to know as a third culture kid. When you say for, it implies for a purpose. So for improving my English, for example. But here it's describing a state, a third culture kid. Third culture kid is a proper noun, it's actually the title, so we need capital letters, TCK, third culture kid. Here's some advice for 12 to 15-year-old children. My name is Amanda, I'm a Taiwanese teenager just like you. Here's some advice that I suggest you can do if you are, again, TCK, capital letters. Really nice because you've made it clear your relationship to them and why they should listen to you. That works really well. Relationship between friendship. This point here is not very clear from your subheading. I think you might want to say something like, just use your first line, stay connected with old friends. That would be enough. We don't need a definite article because that refers to something specific. So for example, if you've already mentioned the friends or you're going to mention them later, then you would use the. So here, general. Stay connected with old friends. It will be tough for you to stay connected with your old friends. And maybe there's not much chance for you to meet them, but it would be a good thing if you can stay connected with them. Say why. Why is it important they stay connected with them? You might be able to say because you'll be lonely when you first arrive, your friends understand you, you'll need somebody to talk to, but make it clear why. Again here, I think your bullet point should be your first line, stay focused, as your bullet point here. So stay focused on the class. On class, again, we're not referring to a specific class. Stay focused on class. When you move from one place to another, you need to learn something new. It'll be harder for you to do well in class. Again, it's not referring to one specific class. At the beginning. We use at to refer to a specific time or a specific place. Try your best and learn as much as you can. Good. Here you might want to use this, try new things, as your title instead of culture. Moving to a new place, it will have a new culture. Might be better say you will need to learn about a new culture. You will need to learn about a new culture. You have to adopt the new religion. Do you really mean that they need to adopt the new religion? Or do you mean that they need to adapt to living there? In English we have an expression, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So you might want to use something like that here. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. You have a very similar expression in Chinese, which you probably know. Be open-minded. You can belong to anywhere if you allow yourself. Miss someone. This sounds a little bit strange to tell somebody to miss someone as an imperative here. Perhaps you can say, think about the friends near you, or stay connected. But this point here, to me, seems quite similar to stay connected with old friends. I think you might be able to combine those two. So you will always miss your old friends, old teachers, and old culture. Ancient culture would refer to, for example, the ancient Romans, a specific period in time. Don't be sad about it, just stay connected with them and you'll feel better. That's good. And then here your bullet point again might be better to say think about your family. Family can make you feel safe. When you feel sad, talk to your parents, your teacher, or even your friends. It can make you feel like someone is always beside you. This is really good so far. We've got a good introduction, bullet points. The only other thing that you need to add now is a short conclusion, summarising what you've told them and maybe thanking them for reading it, but a really good first draft. Well done.